What's up, fight fans? Welcome back to MMA Action Hub. llia Topuria's manager responds to Islam Makhachev's team. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to help and support the channel. In the wake of llia Topuria vacating his featherweight title to pursue opportunities in the lightweight division, discussions about a potential matchup with current lightweight champion Islam Makhachev have intensified. Rizvan Magomedov, Makhachev's manager, suggested that Topuria should first prove himself by facing top contenders like Dustin Poirier or Charles Oliveira before earning a title shot. In response, Topuria's manager highlighted llia's impressive track record, noting his decisive knockout victory over Alexander Volkanovski, a feat that Makhachev struggled to achieve in their initial encounter. He emphasized that Topuria's accomplishments merit a direct path to the title bout, stating, "I wouldn't want my client to fight llia Topuria either."
You know, I don't really come on here that much anymore. I kind of like to stay to myself. But when certain managers come out there and talk about a guy's too small, shouldn't move up, needs to fight someone else, let's make sure we just get the facts straight. He knocked out Volk in his first opportunity to knock him out. The fight wasn't close. When your client fought Volk, he struggled with him the first time. Don't forget that. Second, he knocks him out, and then he knocks out Max Holloway, who happens to be probably one of the greatest 45ers of all time. I'm not sure why he doesn't deserve a shot at 155. But I don't blame you. I wouldn't want my client to fight llia Topuria either.
Featherweight contender movsar evloev has publicly challenged llia Topuria, expressing his willingness to fight at either 145 pounds or 155 pounds. Evloev's call-out underscores his desire to face top-tier opponents and solidify his standing in the division. This potential matchup could serve as a pivotal moment for both fighters, offering a chance to climb higher in the rankings and gain significant recognition. Former featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski has been intensifying his training regimen by focusing on grappling sessions with bantamweight standout Aljamain Sterling. This collaboration aims to bolster Volkanovski's ground game as he prepares for his upcoming bout against Diego Lopes. The integration of Sterling's grappling expertise is expected to provide Volkanovski with new techniques and strategies, potentially giving him an edge in his next fight. Veteran lightweight Dustin Poirier has offered his prediction for the anticipated matchup between Chandler and Paddy Pimblett. Despite personal differences, Poirier believes Chandler's experience and skill set make him the favorite, advising bettors to go heavy on money for Chandler. This endorsement highlights the high stakes and competitive nature of the lightweight division, as emerging talents like Pimblett seek to challenge established contenders. Middleweight contender Paulo Costa has officially resumed training in preparation for his upcoming bout. After a period of inactivity, Costa's return to the gym signals his readiness to re-enter the competitive landscape and pursue title aspirations. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how his renewed focus and training will translate into performance in the octagon. Featherweight contender Diego Lopes has addressed the UFC's stance on champions vacating their titles when moving up a weight class. Lopes emphasized the importance of maintaining division integrity and suggested that requiring champions to relinquish their belts ensures fair competition among contenders. This perspective sheds light on the organizational policies that govern title movements and the implications for fighters aiming to compete across multiple divisions.
Foram bem claros com os outros, não disseram que pues já eles não estariam dando chance a la gente de que está brincando de categoría en categoría, ¿no? Si quieres subir de categoría, tienes que dejar tu título vagante, ¿no? Eso es lo que el UFC ha dicho a todos los campeones que están pensando en subir de categoría. Ya nos van a dar el estatus de doble campeón simultáneo, ¿no? Si va a ser doble campeón, va a ser nada más como campeón de dos categorías, ¿no? Pero yo creo que, ya sabe, al final de cuentas es la decisión de cada quien. Si él siente que ya no tiene nada que hacer en la división, pues bueno, que siga adelante con su carrera, ¿no? Yo sé que en la división tenemos muy buenos peleadores que podrían dar muy buenas peleas contra él. Podríamos hasta ponerle serios problemas y pues hasta ganar también, ¿no? Entonces, si él siente que ya por ganar a Max y a Volk, que son dos leyendas de la categoría, su trabajo ya está hecho, pues está bien, está en su derecho, pues bueno, que siga adelante, ¿no?
Bantamweight contender Merab Dvalishvili recently engaged in a rigorous wrestling session with Olympic gold medalist Vladimir Kinchigashvili. Observers noted that while Kinchigashvili appeared exhausted, Dvalishvili maintained remarkable stamina, barely showing signs of fatigue. This display of endurance underscores Dvalishvili's reputation for exceptional cardio, which he leverages to outpace opponents in high-pressure situations. Former flyweight champion Demetrious has candidly shared insights into his personal life, revealing that he has a gay brother and a lesbian sister. Johnson expressed unwavering support for his siblings, highlighting the importance of acceptance and understanding within families. His openness contributes to broader conversations about inclusivity and support within the sports community.
You know, I have my sister, she was a lesbian. I have a brother, he likes men. And, you know, it's a hard subject because, you know, I keep it real. I tell my brother all the time, I was like, dog, don't be come over here with that gay. I tell my kids that too. What? I tell him that, but he's like, but he's cool. He's cool. He's cool. But he said it too.
She said, yep, he be saying it.
Yeah.
He be saying it.
But he's cool too, right? He goes, because I have two twin brothers and we're hanging out. And, you know, he came out and said, we knew he was gay to begin with. We didn't care.
Right.
We didn't care. We still love him.
You could just see it.
We still love him. We just see it. We'll be hanging out and play video games. He'll be like, I'm a bad so I'm like, it's like, you definitely beat me in Street Fighter 6. Come on, let's go. He ain't beat me. So we playing, and next thing you know, we're hanging out, and he goes, guys, like, I'm still the same. I just like men. That's all I do. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. We have a problem with that. But my kids, they're coming up, they're around my brother, and I just tell them, I'm like, if they're like, hey, you know, they see the other twin who's with the woman,
right, but
they haven't seen my brother with his partner. And when that time comes, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm like, he is an adult.
Right.
He has chosen to love a man.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And I was like, you guys are too young to decide what. I don't want you guys being persuaded that it's okay. I don't want to say it's okay, but I never forget. A gentleman says, let me ask you a question, Demetrious. I was like, what's up? He goes, do you think if all genders were with the same gender, what do you think would happen to the world? I was like, it would die. We won't be able to repopulate. He goes, exactly. So don't tell me that it's natural. That was his argument to me about gays and lesbian, right? And so when my kids, when they get next to my brother and they see that, they're like, Dad, he's kissing another man. I'm like, it's okay. Like, that's what he chooses to do. But you guys are too young to make that decision. When you guys become 18, 19, 20, 21, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're out of my house. True. But right now, you don't know what you like, right? Like, they're all dating girls right now. And my daughter, she's too young to have a boyfriend. But I'm like, enjoy. Be a kid. Have fun.
Yeah, go play video games.
Go play video games.
Go learn how to multiply.
Yep.
Don't worry about who you like, what you like. But that's the
you're gonna see the comments. You don't bring that down here.
What?
Welterweight contender Belal Muhammad is actively seeking to expand his UFC gym by recruiting new members. He emphasizes a training philosophy centered around discipline, technique, and a supportive environment. Muhammad's approach aims to cultivate talent and foster a community where fighters can develop their skills and advance their careers.
5 a.m. in London, fight day. Everyone's sleeping, but champions are different. Let me show you what it really takes. The difference between champions and everyone else isn't just talent. It's having a system. I went from training in a small gym in Chicago to becoming a UFC champion because I understood one thing. Success leaves clues. Every single day I studied the greats. I broke down their patterns. I built a process that works under the brightest lights, when pressure is highest. But here's what most people don't know, and they don't understand. It's not about the moments everyone sees. It's about the thousands of moments nobody sees. The quiet mornings, the late nights, the times you choose discipline over distraction. While they see chaos in the cage, I see patterns. While they feel pressure, I feel prepared. That's the difference between good and great. If you're ready to transform your mindset and reach the next level, check the description below. I'm looking to work with a small group of people for my online mentorship program.
Former middleweight champion Israel Adesanya has offered his analysis of a hypothetical matchup between MMA legend Anderson Silva and current title holder Alex Pereira. Drawing from his own experiences fighting both athletes, Adesanya provided a nuanced breakdown of their fighting styles, strengths, and potential strategies. His insights contribute to the ongoing debate among fans and analysts about how this dream fight could unfold.
Who would have won in their prime at 185? Alex Pereira or Anderson Silva in his prime?
Ooh, at 185. The leg kicks from Pereira are a problem. That's the thing. Fuck, it's a different game, man. Silva as well. He mixed it up well, but again, fuck, that's a good question. The way Silva, his distance was on, Pereira's pressure, Silva would have handled it with good footwork. Silva can turn it on as well. Pereira's leg kicks is a problem. That's one thing I can't get past. And I don't know if Silva's southpaw as well, though. Nope, Silva switched well, and he fought very well southpaw. Hold up, clinch? Nah, Silva had a chin too. Had a chin in his prime. Pereira in his prime at 185. Fuck, I want to lean Silva. But Pereira catches him against the fence. Silva was good on the fence. It was good on the fence, man. Silva just knew how to like fucking matrix shit. But again, Pereira, it's the leg kick. That's the thing. I don't know. That's a good question. Let me ponder on that. Let me actually think about that. I fought both of them, so I know. So again, I'm leaning Prime Anderson. But again, I'm gonna lean Prime Anderson.
Obviously, the fight didn't go the way that I wanted it to. Got to give a shout out to Jiri. He made great adjustments. He looked really good. Brought in some new elements to his game. Wasn't able to get the win. Ultimately, just had fun out there. I really had a good time. Enjoyed the fight. It was a war. Went back and forth. Former champions. Hopefully, we delivered. I appreciate all the love and support that's been outpoured and thoughts on the fight. Good opponent. Haven't really been able to be in the fights as much as I want to over the last couple of years since I won the title due to injury and things like that. I felt like comfortability was a little off, didn't really get into my rhythm, didn't really get into my flow. Still showed up, I'm still game. I'm still one of those guys like that whenever it comes to fighting, but would have liked to have been a little bit more locked in. I wish that it hadn't been stopped. That's one thing I will say. It was a good shot. I went down and he was swinging to finish, but I felt like I had covered up, pinpointed the position where he was punching and pushed back into him, kind of knocked him off his balance, was doing kind of the same things I did earlier in the fight to get up. And I don't know, the ref just felt like it was time to stop it. It was time for him to step in. Didn't really care for it. Kind of like the Izzy fight. The Izzy fight, the week or two after my fight, he can see where it was stopped, and also I can see where it was stopped. But I felt like the former champ was working his way. He got caught. He got hit with a good shot. And you let him deal with some adversity or go out on the shield. I would have liked to go out on my shield. If he's going to put me out, that it is what it is at that point. I know what I signed up for. As I said, dealing with things and stuff like that, going to the fight, absolutely no excuse. I felt like I was in a position to come out and get my hand raised. I banked it all on myself, went out there, and ultimately I just came up short.